Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another podcast. I am your host, Jesse James. This is a podcast, Double Trouble 361. I am your host, of course. I think I've already said that once. I'm repeating myself twice. I have no idea why. I'm just one of those moods. But welcome to the podcast and my lovely assistant, as always, Jamie Campbell. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
Actually, I keep forgetting that you're Black Cat now.
Yep.
So welcome, Miss Black Cat.
Yep, Black Cat.
She is black. And we have a host. We have a guest.
That
So
goes
who's
by the name of Stitches.
Hi guys.
Stitches? I don't even want to know why they call you Stitches, girl.
Nobody knows why.
You be leaving me Stitches and whatnot. Hell no, we got time for all of that
It just
nonsense
gets
and everything. She leave you Stitches. In other words, she'll screw you up if this dog pees on my floor. I swear.
We have a puppy in our midst.
Yes, Tigger, say hi.
He just licks it.
Yeah, that's how he does. My microphone's wet now. Wet nose. So we've actually have something very special going on. I know we haven't really done a podcast and been consistent with it in the past couple of days, but this is actually our 1-year anniversary podcast, and we're actually really stoked about this. It is Wednesday, September the 14th, 2016, and I'm really actually happy about that. Our very first podcast we did was Breaking the Sheets, which was actually kind of really interesting. We kind of talked about our sex life behind closed doors and what it's like and how interesting it has been, or we try to do that. So before we do get that, let me have a little disclaimer here. Viewer discretion advised. Some things not being suitable for work or for kids. If you are letting your kids listen to it, yeah, it just might not be. Just lower it down, put your headphones in, or just shut it off afterwards, because it will get pretty graphic here in about a second or so. So, yeah. But anywho, Freaking the Sheets, the last time we did this, we've actually talked about our personal experience when it came to sex. So we talked about everything. I wish we can actually put this in. I'm trying to figure out how we can mix it in, but I think I have the podcast, but it's on my hard drive. So.
Yeah. Because SoundCloud, if you don't pay for bandwidth or what have you, they eventually erase your shit. I was trying to find our prior podcast and they're not there anymore.
They took off everything. So, well, I have it all saved, so I do have it backed up. So if I want to go and reshare it again on YouTube, I can actually do that. It's just gonna take a lot longer because it's a lot of podcasts. There's a lot of material.
I have learned that YouTube will allow you 40 minutes, so that's a good.
I'm gonna have to cut it into two, because these podcasts are not 30 minutes long. They're an hour long. So part 1 and part 2, and see how well that works out. But that's just how it is. So one of the things that I'm actually in a relationship now. So for me to talk about my freaks in the sheet, this is everything prior year before I got into a relationship. So anything I've ever experienced, you've got to remember I've experienced before I met my boyfriend. So just FYI, I'm not a slut, a slur. Used to, not anymore. So yeah, but anywho.
He's just an inner slut now.
Yeah, yes.
He keeps it inside.
I keep it bottled up. I can flirt, I just can't touch.
This is why I keep thinking that Ryan just gets pretty constantly. That's my vision, because he's so small compared to Jesse. I'm just like, you're a bottom. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, my boyfriend's 5'5", I'm 6'2". You do the math. So I'll let y'all do the visual check on that. But that's just it, But I remember being single in my past life before my ex, after my ex, because those were some good times there. I experienced some really. Well, for me, before my ex too, I've experienced a lot of great sex, so and I can actually recall a few of it. So yeah, and I think a majority of it was more with men than women. I've had sex with women before, and it's not something new. It wasn't gross. I enjoyed it, yes, but it wasn't what I wanted. I tried eating out women, and I just couldn't do it, So
a lot of people can't do that, and I can understand why.
A girl needs to keep clean. She needs to keep clean. I went down there one day and flies were around it, Flies were around it.
Welcome to the madness that is Jamie and Jesse.
I get the whole warrior call, trying to go in, and I just couldn't do it. And I found out that cock was a little bit better, but guys still need to keep their shit clean because.
Yeah, nobody likes sweaty balls.
Mm-mm.
Salty nuts, leaves, and plants.
Yeah, you know what? And I've been around some sweaty ass balls, but they're just some balls. You're just like, dude, you need to go shower. Like,
Yeah.
when was the last time you showered? You've heard of soap, right?
Yeah. Anything, baby oil, baby powder, nothing.
I don't know. Some of these guys.
I don't know.
Scrub that shit.
you know they have Ivory Bar soap. You know this, right?
Yeah.
It's really cheap. You get 3 for like 89 cents. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Price changes have changed so much over the years. I'm just like, wow.
If
But
you hear a giggling noise, that's Stubby running around his little head. Keep going. Yeah.
so yeah. But anywho, that was my experience. But I don't know about you, but I've actually experienced up to 4 people in one room. So I've done threesomes, foursomes.
Oh. No.
So-
Mine. It's 4 people, cause 5. So there was like a whole deal where I was on vacation. There was me plus 4 girls. So that was the most out of anything.
Oh my God! Remember the Austin podcast we did?
Yes.
I got booty that day.
I'm pretty sure if I would have like let him go for a third, he probably would have. But I was like, I swear, if anybody comes past this line that's in the middle of the bedroom on my side of the bed, I will cut whoever it is.
Jamie was hoping to score, but I scored first before she did. So.
Well, I wasn't hoping to score. I was just like trying to like have fun and like find somebody that was really cute to hang out with. But I was just like, well, I'm here with Jesse, and you know, it's like I could just wait later on. I don't want anything like I might scar his ears. I don't know.
No, really?
Yeah.
I would have been like, whoa, get it, girl. I would have been sleeping going, yeah. Scratch that kitty cat. Scratch that kitty cat.
No, I told my friends at Ralston if they start having sex in front of me, I'm just gonna like say like random shit like, oh, you got that? You got that? You gonna swallow that? You gonna swallow that? It sounds like macaroni. Yeah. Yeah.
You know-
Harder for the team. For the team. Get in there.
Get in there. Like, get it. Go.
Yeah, exactly. If you're glad I don't have pom-poms, I'd be on the middle of my bed.
Cheering them on.
Yeah.
Cheering them on, man. Get
Water
it.
breaker weight.
Yeah.
Deep throat that cock. Oh my God, girl, you couldn't take a 12-inch?
Yep.
How do you do that? I would get like really close and be like, how do you not have a gag reflex?
Like,
Like,
right on his balls. What?
no shit. Like you're allowing him to teabag you. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Like he hasn't shaved his nuts. It's like you're
Yeah.
flossing at the same time. Like
Oh,
that's
Lord.
awesome. I saw that turkey leg come off your teeth.
A little bit of spinach in there.
I don't know. What do your girls prefer? Do you prefer a guy who's trimmed but still with the bush, or do you like bushy, or do you like it like smooth like a baby's bottom?
I can deal with. I don't want it to be excessively bushy because that's just wrong. But I can deal with either or. If he manscapes, that's cool, and if he shaves it off, that's also cool. Because you have to remember, if both of you don't have any hair, you might get friction burn at some point, depending on what you're doing.
Oh, this is true.
So yeah, so usually I keep like a teeny tiny bit of hair, but not like where it's like fight the man afro.
Well, I actually prefer both. I don't mind it. I don't mind the hair. I mean, that's natural for a guy to have. But
Yeah, but see the thing about that being a Latin girl is yeah, you gotta trim, you gotta get in there sometimes.
you do have to keep the trim because I mean I don't want to come up after sucking some guy's dick and then just later on pulling out a 12-foot
Yep.
piece of hair. Trim
Yeah.
it a little bit.
Have your nose tickled.
You come out, you have like, damn girl, you got a full facial hair. What happened? Like I don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about it.
And we get answers from Miss Stitches. What do you think?
The Stitches. What about you?
I'm about the same way. Just trim it because I'll go out pulling out hairs like for days afterwards.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it's like too much hair, that's just gross.
Yeah.
And if you don't keep that shit clean, oh god.
I think we all agree. Clean, nice clean.
Keep it
Keep it clean. Trim. It doesn't have to be shaved. Just keep it trimmed. I don't want to come back up later. So, but that's just me. So I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all like sucking dick? I'm gonna just put it out there.
I'm okay with it. I feel like
Minded.
it's like a reciprocal thing for me. Like if you suck at like going down on me or whatever, like you're gonna get a sloppy blowjob. I'm serious. Like if your going down game is completely and totally trash, I'm not even gonna care. I'm just gonna like be like, I guess.
What's the biggest size you've had to do a blowjob on?
13 inches.
Ooh.
But it was really thick too.
You beat me by 1 inch.
Yeah.
Mine, 12 inch and it was really thick. I'm just like, I'm supposed to do what again?
Yeah, right?
Because you look at it and
it looks like it fits you, but you're like, ah.
It's like you gotta break your jaw in the process.
Like, I am not a snake.
Like, arr, arr.
Yep.
You gotta be an anaconda. Stop biting on your bowl. I know you're teething, but you have a bone. Look right here, bone.
This dog is like the most stubborn dog. He won't go around the table to get to the other person. He goes like through it.
No, it's nothing. He doesn't go outside. I literally can open that door and he won't step foot out it.
Really?
Yeah, he won't. I literally have to force him outside. It's weird. It's a weird dog, guys. Like, I love him, but
he's so cute too.
He's cute. He's adorable, but damn, he can piss and pee all over this floor. He can pee like a racehorse, though. Like, he literally
No
can.
more water for you.
Oh, he got some smelly dog farts. Like,
They always
smelly.
do.
Oh, don't give him bacon.
Oh.
Can't do bacon. But anyway, we go from talking dog to like talking about a dog, which is really cool. But still, I don't know. That's just me. Have y'all ever slept with a woman before?
I have.
Huh? What was the experience like?
Several experiences. It's interesting. I'm usually on top though, so I'm doing all the work. So I haven't found any like really good like domineering lesbians, or they were like, let me do all the work. It's kind of regretful. Very regretful.
But isn't it just how majority of people are? Some people's sex drives are not even as high as
It's not
you or
that.
I.
Like I know people like try to say that I'm being stereotypical when I say like who's the guy, who's the girl in a relationship when it's two same-sex partners. But no matter what, there's always one.
It's always in. What's kind of like that in our relationship?
Yeah.
You know, it's. I mean, I'm more
like you'd be more attractive to like effeminine males because you're more masculine. Like I'm attracted to effeminine girls because I'm more masculine. So I haven't found another masculine girl where it was like, oh, no, you can just lay back and I'll do all the work. I always find little pixie girls.
Yeah, I always get the twinks.
Yep.
I always get the twinks.
The fairies.
So
the fairies.
It's like a biological thing. Where
Actually,
like, oh look, there's the man in my relationship.
There are the difference between twinks, fairies, and queens when it comes to.
Yeah.
I mean, twinks are actually babyface people, guys that are actually doable. Fairies, I can't do flamboyant fairies.
Super
like,
flamboyant, no.
yeah, twinks, super like no.
Just coming.
And yeah, no, it's not even that. It's like overly dramatic. Being like trying to be a woman. I mean, I got nothing against it though, but there's just that. I mean, I just can't do it. If I wanted a girl, I would be with a girl, but it's just I can't do fucking flamboyant.
I love I never get to interact with them, but I love like tomboyish looking lesbians. Like seriously,
Those are the best, aren't they?
Yeah. I know like two of them, and I'm just like, but they're both my friends. And
I just hate them because they make my clothes look a lot more better on them than
I know,
me.
right?
I'm just like, you bitch.
I'm just mad. Like I know like 2 or 3 of them, and they're all my friends. And they know each other. They dated, and I don't want to date. Like I don't want to start anything between fights or anything like that. And I'm just like, damn it.
Yeah, people are like, how come you don't got more lesbian friends? I'm like, dude, I don't know any. I know a few lesbians, but I'm not friends with them. You know, it's just, I guess it's weird. I don't know. I guess gay people and lesbians don't mix together for some reason.
They don't.
I don't know why, but it's just, I don't know. I haven't quite figured out why, but.
For some reason, there is a meeting ground between them, but it's like there's butch lesbians and then there's fairy men. So then there's like the whole intersection between that. And at some point you guys meet up, but then there's still the people on the outskirts. Like butch lesbians don't want to do with fairy men because they're just looking at them. Honestly, not to be like politically incorrect, but they're seriously looking at them going faggots. And then the boys are looking at them going, fucking dykes. Like seriously.
It's horrible. It's really horrible.
Awful.
Like, have y'all ever tried anal?
Yes.
I can't stand anal. Like I really can't.
I mean, that should.
God gave you a good place to put it. And you can't say that my vagina isn't tight because that's a lie. That's the biggest lie. That is nothing will ever break on your vagina, all right? So, like, if you're talking about it's not tight enough, you're lying.
You know, a lot of people, I have a friend who's tried it with her husband, you know, because they've been together for whatever many years, but she tried to. She looked at me, she goes, how do you do it? I'm like, well.
It just feels like I have to poop.
Yeah.
Well, no, not really.
I mean, after you get used to it, it feels different. But I mean,
think
like,
it's just when you first try
yeah, when you
it.
first
When you first try it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first time I tried it and I lost my virginity to a guy willingly, and it felt like I had to poop. But after a while, it's just like, ooh, this feels really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And
I guess I would have to try it like several times to get used to it or whatever, but I'm just not willing to get past that.
you just got to remember lots of lube. Because
Yeah.
the bigger the guy, the more lube.
And on top of that, I run into guys who have like decent sized penises all the time, so I'm just like, you know what? No.
You're not. You know what? You're not the only one, because I remember back in the day, I would run into some guys with some like fucking like fat cocks. I'm like, dude, you want to put that where?
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm like,
No.
and they're like, oh come on. I'm like, well, I mean, I've done it. I'm not gonna lie, but it's like, it hurts, but it feels good at the same time. So luckily for me, they've only been 1 minute mans who can only.
So lucky.
Yeah, I've actually.
one of our, three of, I guess she is our, well, 3 of our mutual friends. I think you know the person I'm talking about. I'm not gonna name the person, but we all know said female, and said female is trans, and yeah, it's like huge. And so that is, she's usually a top too. So I was like,
wow.
Why are you just violating people that way?
Well, I mean, you got it. It's just...
I was like, the vagina is naturally made to like push out babies. Like people come out of there so the thing can stretch. But I'm just thinking about like a butthole, and I'm like, no.
I mean, the biggest I've had so far was a 12-inch, and he was a black guy. And that was actually amazing. He wasn't really thick. He was just the nice length, and that was actually pretty good. And
my 13 inches was long and thick. Like seriously, the thing was like this freaking big around.
No, I've had a 10, 11 inch about that, like that, and that shit, just a crown tip. And these guys are not even circumcised, so it makes it even worse because they don't stretch. Wow. It doesn't stretch out furthermore. It just stays fat on top, and then it gets skinny at the bottom. You're just like, dude, like. You do realize it's gonna hurt, right?
Yeah.
And I had some guy goes, "Oh, just sit on." I would like take my time, right? Like kind of like, you know, they lay in the back. I'll try to ride it and make it comfortable, and they want to push down. I'm like, motherfucker, you push down on me and force it. I will. Yes, I go. You don't realize how bad my swing is.
Yep.
So it's just like they're like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry." Like, don't ever force it. Like don't. I mean, you're gonna make me bleed.
I'm not, yeah, it's like you're gonna tear something. You're gonna break something.
You're just gonna tear me in two, dog. Like,
no.
Luckily, I was able to handle it though, but after a while, it started to hurt. So I'm just like, stop, don't stop, wait, stop, don't stop. I guess the side goes.
Almost.
He was like, are you telling me to stop or don't stop? Because I'm about to nut. Well, just hurry the fuck up. Like you're making my deep voices going even go deeper. Like, oh yes. It doesn't even. You don't even go. Oh yeah. It's one. Oh yeah. Don't stop. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, mine gets higher. I sound like a little Asian schoolgirl when I'm being violated. It's so terrifying. People tell me that all the time.
I've been told that I sound like I came out of a hentai.
Yeah. That sucks, because then people purposely just want to bug you for that reason.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I don't know. People say they enjoy me moan. Like I have like that porn moan.
I'm gonna have to say, like when we went to Austin, apparently it wasn't like good booty because I didn't hear Jesse at all. I heard them. But I didn't hear Jesse do anything. Like
no, because I wouldn't allow him to touch me. I wanted to do all the work. So
yeah, so I didn't hear him moan for shit. And I was listening to the other one. Like the second one was the one that I heard the most. I heard him. I was all like, must be a little itty bitty thing. So,
he was skinny.
Yeah,
he was skinny and fat.
I was thinking, I was like, you probably look like a bitch. Like I don't even look.
Oh, he was a closet case to the max. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. I'm just glad my boyfriend's not here to hear the story.
Yeah.
So.
Well, hopefully he doesn't listen to this.
He will. Damn it.
But no, for real though, because the first one came and went, and the second one I was just like, this poor dude, like.
He was great.
I was like, the first one, like he was probably close to your size because he didn't really. But the
he was. I don't know. He lied me in this picture, man. Because I saw it. I'm just like.
You got catfish.
I got catfish.
Is that what it was?
I looked at him and I just said, and I lied. I told him I nutted and everything, and he didn't. So I saved it for the last guy. So the next one, he was actually a lot more skinnier, closet case. Didn't want nobody to know, you know.
Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of those in Austin. And I don't understand why people would be that way in Austin. I can see Corpus, but Austin is like home of like free your sexual inhibition. So
from what I've experienced with closet cases, I don't even want to call them closet cases. There's just some guys who love having sex with men but don't identify themselves as being gay. They prefer straight, you know. So I wouldn't want to call it that, and I think a lot of gay people give those type of men a lot of grief over it, and I don't care. It's whatever, you know. I'm gonna keep your shit private. It's whatever. But if I do see you out there, you know, don't come and talk shit to me because then it's gonna get real.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I have to with as that's my stimulation when I was single is that if you're gonna if we're gonna have sex, you don't want people to know, then don't talk shit.
Yeah.
Just go the other way and I'll go the
where,
other way.
like, there'd be girls that, like, I wouldn't give a chance to sleep with me and they'd be talking shit with me and I was like, but you want this pussy though. I know you do.
I know you do.
It's the best one you're gonna ever see. I know it
You
is.
see, and the same way goes with that. And
or
it's
the
just
worst one ever. There was a girl and she was like all like, no, I'm not a lesbian. No. Okay, so she hooked up with me and then I think it was her cousin that came around and her cousin and her mom were close. And I was like, I went up to her and I hugged her, and she was like, she like pushed me off, and I was like, well, what happened? Like I wasn't like in love with her or anything, but I thought it would be okay to go up and hug her because I was happy to see her. And she like pushed my arms off. She's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I was just giving you a hug. And she's all like, oh, she's like, I don't really let other girls hug me. It's just kind of weird. And I'm like, I'm trying to put two and two together, and I'm looking at the surroundings, and I see her cousin, and I'm just like, is this your relative? And she's all like, yeah, it's my cousin. And I was like, oh. I was like, so by chance, have you come out to your family yet? And she's like, come out what? And I was like, let's tell them that, you're down with the B, you're looking the L, anything. It's just like, no, I'm not. And I was like, you are kind of mannish though. And she's like, there's nothing wrong with being mannish. I mean, that's like racist. And I was like, yeah. I was like,
why is that racist
and
though?
I was like, she was like, that's kind of racist too. And I'm like, no. I was like, it's not really. I was like, because she was like a dark girl, like darker than I was, and like kind of broad. And I was like, well, no, you're just mannish because you look like a fucking man. So
I still don't get how that's racist.
I know, she was right. I was like, it wasn't racist at all. And
the shit's
and I was like, no, I
racist,
thought you were a
man.
man because you look like a fucking man. That's just the way it is. But and I was like, so I'm guessing you haven't come out to your family yet. I was like, but last night you were like totally like nose deep in my vagina. I was like, you probably get there again if I didn't just out you. I was like, so I was like, you might as well just go ahead and.
And it's sad to call them out like that though, but when they fuck with you, you've got no other choice.
Yeah, bitch, you better accept my goddamn hug. I don't hug many people, so you better be like glad.
She goes all deep voice, bitch, accept my fucking hug.
Exactly.
Accept this, you stupid son of a what?
Yep, pretty much. Don't do that. Don't be like, oh.
Just go all melatonin. Well, I just want you to do that.
Yeah. And don't let you sleep with me and you're a dude and then you see me out and you want to act like you didn't do nothing. I will tell the girl what your dick looks like. In front of your face.
If you could identify his cock, that's just fucking hilarious.
Exactly. I forgot what
Does he have a mole on the tip of his penis?
Yeah.
Left side on the
I was
tip.
like, I'm just gonna
right
tell you,
there?
honey, it only took 2 seconds. Don't be surprised and don't be disappointed. You picked it.
Girl, no wonder you're mad. I mean, when I had sex with him, he blinked, it was over. You poor thing. I feel you.
I do that all the time. And then I hate girls that like I slept with a guy and I don't want him anymore and I just go up to hug him. And then they're like getting all huffy and puffy and I'm like, I gave him to you, bitch. Don't you forget it.
You know, the only guys I actually have not slept with are thugs.
Thugs.
Yeah. I had one thug that was like gay, who was gay, but I wouldn't count him as a thug because here's how I identify gangsters. If you're a gangster and you're a thug, you don't tell people you're bullshit.
Yeah.
That's just how I am, you know? I mean, I don't care. I wouldn't mind dating one if I was single. But don't tell me you're bullshit, because I don't care. If you're selling, you're selling. I don't want to know. Because at the end of the day, you know, if I'm in a relationship with somebody in that like profession or whatever, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
So when they come
I don't want to
into
be accessory to the crime.
Yeah,
There you go.
I
ain't
don't
going to jail for
be
your bitch ass. I'm gonna walk off.
you can
without
take care of me. You can pay for my shit. You can do whatever you want. I don't care
I'm
what
like,
you
I thought
do.
he had a legitimate job. I
Yeah.
was unaware.
He told me he was in
The world these
construction.
days.
I thought it was something funny. He said he
Yeah.
worked in construction, but yet he's wearing freaking Adidas.
Yep.
He's wearing Nike. I don't
I
see
think
no
if I
work
was-
boots.
If I was a guy, the one thuggish type of dude I would sleep with. Does anybody remember Lafayette from True Blood?
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would date somebody who was more like an Al Capone type of guy.
Yeah. I think I'd take Lafayette.
I'll take somebody in the mafia any day, but that's just me.
Oh no, mob daughters are awesome. So if I was a lesbian, that's where I'd go.
I have not met a mob guy.
Never.
I wouldn't care. I mean, if they told me they were part of the mob, I'm like, okay, cool.
Right now, I'm just telling you right now that my wife is Monica Bellucci. So if any given, I know she's old, but like she was the vampire, the middle vampire from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my wife right there.
That's your-
She is a mobster daughter. She's Italian, and her father is into some deep.
I have not met a
But yeah, that's my.
If I met a mobster Italian gay person who was like fucking hardcore, I would be like, dude, I'm your bitch for the week.
You can stick that hammer wherever you want to stick it.
You just cannot fist me.
Yeah.
I cannot do fisting. I've seen videos.
Okay, people have like tried to pay me to like get fisted by them, and I'm like, no.
No, I
was like, I understand kids come out of there, but that's to come out. Like my body's already opening up.
I've seen guys like literally take it up to like the elbow. And I'm just like, dude.
I saw a girl take a baseball bat up there, fat in first.
That's just, I don't know.
That's
Exactly.
No thank you.
I don't know. I feel, I mean, people do get aroused by it. I'm not judging them. I just don't know how.
I mean, yeah, it's just like being finger. Like you start with one finger, then you had two, then you had three, then you had four, and but like it's still like.
It's just, dude, I don't think I don't. Your butthole's not the same. It doesn't whistle anymore. It's like. It's not like, you know, it's like.
It's a gaping void. I am a hole of my former self.
Damn it. It's like, it's a glory hole. I literally saw a midget pop out of it though.
It went from Small River to Grand Canyon.
No. It went from Small River to Grand Canyon to goddamn Niagara Falls, man. Fuck.
Niagara Falls, no.
Niagara Falls and shit.
No,
What?
I can't do that.
I'm
not doing that.
So here's the thing I actually know that I love about men who haven't had sex for about a week or two. Bigger the load.
Yeah.
If you have a guy who hasn't masturbated or had sex, hasn't done anything, and they've gone for months without it, the load is gonna be.
Wow. I don't swallow, so it doesn't matter to me. But I mean, for people who like cum, that's a good thing.
It is. It's a mouthful.
More so. Yeah.
Have you ever had a bad experience with giving a blowjob and then just like nut in your mouth? Like my bad experience, because we've got like a few minutes, was the guy actually nutted in my mouth, but it came out of my nose.
You got naked dragon?
Yeah. So it was fucking hilarious and funny at the same time. And I told the guy, "This is so fucking hilarious." He goes, "Dude, I told you it was gonna be big." I was like, "Yeah, I didn't realize that until now." And that was.
Are we close to 40?
We're gonna be at 30. You want to go 40?
We'll go 40.
Okay, cool. We'll go 40.
We'll do. Let's see. So we talked about all the good stuff. Let's talk about pet peeves. Sex pet peeves.
Sex pet peeve. I'll let you go first on this one because I have to come back on that.
Okay. Well, I have a pretty long one, and it's involving my preference in race and whatnot, because I get questioned about that quite a bit, and I always get gay guys that come up to approach me, like black guys that come and approach me. They're always asking me, "Hey, you want to," like informally too, like, "Hey, you want to have sex?" This and that, like just abruptly, and I'm like, "No, you're not really my first choice." And then they tell me, "Oh well, is it because you can't handle a big black man?" I'm like, "No, I can definitely handle it. I took 13 inches." It's like, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Did you go like all consuela? No.
No, I told him, I was like, no, I just don't want it. I was like, you're fucking whores. All you want to do is screw around. You sleep with multiple people and leave them very unsatisfied. I ain't doing it. I was like, I've had a Mexican guy and 2 white guys that were the best ever. I was like, so Tim and Richard and everybody else, the little white dudes, can go ahead and keep tapping this because they're the only ones who can tie it down. So I hate ungiving partners and people who brag about it, but they actually suck because they've been lied to by people forever since the beginning of time.
Mine would
so women, stop lying. If you ain't doing it, tell them to get the fuck up and get the fuck out of my house. So like,
that's one of them. Mine would have to be being selfish when it comes to sex. If it's good, I just don't want people to fall in love. I hate that. Like if we establish the statutes of fuck buddy and we
did you pee on anything?
Nope, and he peed. So I'm gonna beat you. Just letting you know. I just cleaned this whole apartment and you want to go and pee, and your pee pad's over there. Guys, if you have dogs, pay attention to your dogs. That was a lot of pee. You do realize that, right?
I just heard, because I heard the trickle.
I heard the trickle. I heard it too, and he knows he's in trouble because he's underneath the thing. He's gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna have to go and I have to not put him in his cage, but put him in the kitchen, because so the kennel is not that. So y'all guys are getting like a freak in the sheets slash dog training at the same time. So,
That.
but my pet peeve is when going back to what I said was when a guy gets selfish and greedy because they want more. They want more of your attention. I don't like that because when I have established already fuck buddy status on that, where I call you when I need you, not the other way around. I don't do comfort. I don't do long talks. It's just that. That's all it is. That's once we've established that, it's okay. And I've had many guys who've fallen in love numerous of times. And I'm just like, dude,
it's like no,
sorry, no. I go Consuela, no, afuera.
What about you? What are your pet peeves about sex?
Stitches.
I think the pet peeve I have is when they think that you're doing like so good that they want like all the attention. They're not gonna give back to you.
Yeah.
Like that's really annoying because no, it's a mutual thing. Like I make you feel good, you make me feel good. It's not just one side.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of guys and women will both like want all of the attention instead of like having a mutual thing there.
Yeah.
And that's a big pet peeve.
See, my pet peeve for threesomes is when they don't pay attention. It's just the two that are going at it. I'm just like, okay, y'all said it was a group effort. Nah.
Yeah. Y'all two at it, we just
just me here standing like Facebooking, hashtag watching, hashtag not getting none, hashtag great time of my life. That's my one.
Hashtag third wheel, hashtag fuck both of y'all.
Hashtag I'm gonna just jack off over here in the corner.
Hashtag the other side of the bed is so cold and lonely.
That's only happened to me once though, but yeah. I've actually been part of one threesome where it was actually couples. I've done couples where it's quite fun.
Yeah.
It's actually quite fun.
Couples keep trying to drag me into their shit, and I'm just like, I don't like both of y'all though. I don't like one of you.
I haven't had any complaints with any couples yet.
Yeah, I just can't do it if I don't like both of you guys like that way. Because sometimes I like one person over the other, and it's not always the guy. So it's like, oh, she's cute, and I see him, and I'm like, hell no. Or I see him and I'm like, God damn, I see her and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Like the two just don't match. It's just, I don't know.
I've never seen like a super hot couple that I've been like, oh yeah.
Okay, the majority of them I had the couples that have been pretty fucking hot. So I don't know. I think that's just in the gay community period. So
yeah.
You
get pretty gay boys all over the place.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's raining. No, I'm just kidding.
It's raining, man. Da, 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 da. I have no idea. My second pet peeve is clean your damn balls. Like, not only that though, but clean your ass too. Clean your asshole too. I mean, okay, so on top of that, like, one of my pet peeves is that guys got to stay clean, period, because we've only got one place where we can stick it in, and that's the butt.
Yeah.
And people, some guys, they just don't prep properly, and it gets embarrassing, and it does get messy at times. I've experienced a mess myself too, thinking, oh, I thought I did a full, complete, detailed job, in my rectum, and I, sometimes it happens, but you just got to make sure you stay very clean. And if you're using douche bottles, like women's douche bottles, don't, because you're actually going to hurt the inside of your rectum more, and you're actually scratching yourself. And if a guy's having sex with you, you can catch something too. So be very, very careful with that. There's actually some stuff that you can actually find on adamandeve.com that they actually have some prepping stuff that you can actually buy, and also there's.
I was wondering about that. I was wondering if they just use enemas or if they just,
I think they just use enemas, but just stay away from women's douche bottles because that shit does hurt because it's plastic tip and the way it's curved. It's
for a vagina.
It's not for buttholes. I know, I've tried, and that shit hurts. When I was single, and I'm very versatile, but now in this relationship, I'm more of the dominant top. So my boyfriend's the bottom. He's only topped me 3 times, and that's all I'm getting.
Good job, Ryan.
That's all I'm getting. But just take care of yourself. And there's also there's a pill called Pure for Men. I haven't tried it though, but I do recommend it for those ones who are bottoming and who are getting pegged to take that, because it basically.
The catchers.
Yeah. So if you're doing that, it basically cleans out your system and puts a lot of fiber into your body. So you're cleaning them out, and you're going to the restroom irregularly, and you're basically ready. Yeah, you're ready to go. So there you
Yeah, and
go.
I'm telling you right now, as a girl, there is no reason for you to have a stinky vagina. We have 4 fucking aisles. 4
Yes.
aisles.
Right.
We got Massengill, Vagisil, every
Great.
motherfucking thing. Like, you need to quit.
I will never forget the first time I've ever caught an
That's
STD. That
amazing.
shit was just horrible.
Itchy.
Burn, everything. That shit was just painful. Like
I have fortunately never caught an STD at all. But then again, I'm kind of strict about condoms and people that I sleep with, and I'm screening those bitches hardcore.
I'm
I
not
can't do
strict
that.
on condoms though, but I'm strict on getting tested. And so
Yeah, so I can't do all
test is
that.
always beginning a plus. And if you're looking for anything here, the Coastal Bend Wellness Foundation does free testing, so
Yes,
go
sir.
check them out. But that's just me.
Men's and women's health clinic too.
They actually charge $40.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
I got mine for free.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You just go and get your health checkup, like your health exam. And if you don't
Oh,
have
but that's health
insurance-
exam. But this is
Yeah, but they still test you for STDs. When
Oh,
they
do
did
they
my
really?
patch serum, my scrape, and all that, they still tested me for STDs.
Ah.
And then gave me a whole shit ton of condoms.
Oh shit! They gave me they charged me like $40. Like the first time I got like an STD, I didn't know about the Coastal Bend Wellness. I didn't even think they were still up, or I don't know if they were up at that
They were
time.
in church, I believe.
But it's something like because they were a church before that, and then they were like a school
Yeah.
for whatever. So they were somewhere else. So before then, I went down to the men and women's health clinics and got tested there.
So you know, you little shit, your piss smells.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to clean that up. I just don't know. Give me a dog. Give me the paper towels right there. So I can clean it up. But it's a little weird.
You want
It
that odor remover too?
Yes, please. The little shithead. The stuff I go through with these damn dogs.
I'm pretty sure after he's done marking, he'll stop doing this crap. But
I hope so, because it's really
Temporary.
getting. I mean, living in an apartment complex and then putting down a $500 deposit, it's really like a lot of work.
yeah.
I'm just glad for the $500 deposit. So, but anyway, so we're like 36 minutes in.
He comes up and he sticks his head between my arm and my boob so I can play with him.
Well, that's always a good thing. But
Anyone
anyway,
else who wants attention?
Yeah. He's like, hey, cute, rub me.
we're supposed to be doing this whole freaking sheets thing, and we're talking about dogs.
Yeah.
It's been an in-between thing.
It
Yeah,
is.
so that's I can't understand why people want to be nasty that way. I can't get it.
Oh man.
I know
Or if
that
they
for a
like-
fact sometimes in the summer when you sit down and you get a whiff of that, because I know you smell you if I smell you. So
I
that's,
smell you.
that's not.
I don't know. I just don't get why some people are just dirty or nasty though. But in the past I've done bareback, so I'm actually guilty of that, not using condoms. But the last time I got the STD, I did use a condom, but I didn't realize it busted.
Well,
So-
but you know me, I'm babies, so that's my thing. So it's like,
Well, yeah, more for you it's more babies. For me, it's more the HIV. So
Yeah,
but,
so- it's like,
you really got to be very, very careful with that too. So as well.
I was like, I used to think of it like, do I want a baby or an STD? Then I just stopped in my tracks. Nope, go get one.
Like no, I don't want to do that. So yeah, but it's just sex is just it's sex feels great. Sex is good. Just be more cautious. Be more on that.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. That's all you got to do. But we'll give you more Freak on the Sheets later on our part 2 podcast next week and go into more details. But if you like what you hear and you love it, give subscribe at the bottom below. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, give us a thumbs down. Whatever. We're cool about haters. We love our haters.
We do.
We do. We cherish them. So yeah, we give you a lot of praise.
You're
for
assholes, but we still cherish you.
it. You'll earn our hearts, and those who do love us, well, you'll earn our hearts even more. So we enjoy it. So, but my name is Jesse James. I am your host of this podcast. This is Freaks on the Sheet. This is our 1-year anniversary, which has been fucking pretty damn awesome. Considering what we've been through. But
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
we've been through
shit.
a lot.
we've been through a lot, and I'm actually pretty satisfied by that though. But that's just it. And Stitches, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me.
Not a problem. We got to get more people on this damn podcast. So
We do. I'm telling everybody because after I started up the whole random rants thing, I'm like, everyone's like, oh, hey, have you been doing this for a while? It's like, yeah, pretty much.
kind of.
Yeah.
Sort of. So yeah, have you heard of our podcast, Double Trouble?
Right?
And and hopefully we can get the other podcasts on YouTube. So look it out for that. And
I just really want Farewell Shane to go back up. That was my favorite one.
yeah, that was my favorite one. I'll see if I can get Shane. I'll see if I can get all the other comedians back on here. So now that I have a place where we can all sit down and actually do a podcast,
I
right?
want Cindy to come on.
Cindy O'Neill. We have to drop to Austin for that.
She's in Austin now?
She's in Austin now.
Permanently?
Permanently.
Damn, alright.
Yes,
Well,
saw her up
make
there.
a trip.
Yeah, we will.
See where
Shout out.
Get you, Cindy.
So yeah, come out and see us. And thanks everybody. Appreciate it. I appreciate the love and y'all still being loyal to us and waiting for so long to hear another podcast from us. And we will continue to do this every Wednesday. And we'll see you around. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.